It's a fantastic evening. How are you, my dear viewers, wherever you are? The weather is perfectly matching the heat and the wind. Welcome, this is Legrand TV and you are watching One on One. I'm your host, Mark Nyangwesu. It's with honor to have one of the greatest champions in Mount Kenya University who has decided to consume himself in order to light comrades and society at large. Welcome, Mr. AGENG'O.
Thank you.
First and foremost, you can tell us who is this AGENG'O?
On introspects of introduction, I can introduce myself as a selfless, accountable, and humble person of his personality. Myself, I've been on exposure to be a determined personality. I, AGENG'O, a community worker, an advocate, and also a national patriot. On basis of trademarks and milestones. Mount Kenya University has been my journey in education. On basis merit, I went to school. I studied in Kisumu School from high school, joined Mount Kenya University in 2020 January. Hereby, still a continuing student doing medical sciences.
You are in which year?
I'm a fourth year student.
Right now?
Yeah.
And you are doing medicine?
I'm doing clinical medicine.
AGENG'O Bodo. There's a foundation you started called SIRKAL AGENG'O Foundation. Some days back, if I'm not wrong. Can you tell us more about this foundation?
On basis of merit, I have been aspiring, or in a way I've been having interest in serving the community. Since serving the community needs some masculine power of either finance or resources, I thought of starting an NGO that will help me in captivating or even capturing resources from various sources, either international agencies, government grants, even personal stakeholders. My main aim of this foundation was to do charity work, support people with special needs, support people who are aged, orphans. I also had to procure and even come up with some strategies that will aim at empowering youth, empowering the girl child, campaigning against drug abuse, creating mental health awareness, and amongst other activities that we do hereby or with time.
Okay, but just a point we might know. In a foundation, you must have some capital maybe to push it to work. What are some of the sources of your capital?
Personally, some years back, I started this in 2019, and I had to finance this from my pocket. I can say within my financial breakdown. But with time, I got to learn and expand on my knowledge about community work and issues to do with non-profit organizations. Currently, the source of this foundation is my family and my brothers, most of my brothers who are out country, and is when I'm working on partnerships with other companies and other international agencies that may be in place that offer grants on specific beams that we handle.
That's a great move, SIRKAL AGENG'O. But my worry is, are you balancing your school life and with this foundation? Are you balancing the two?
It has been hectic and it's just a push in a jungle. Yeah. I've been having assistance. Since I told you before, my brother has been supporting me in this and some of my key personal stakeholders. It's not been easy. Since I've been the pioneer of this, I've been getting support from a few. I've also been nurturing comrades who've been supporting me through this. But I think since I'm in my final stages of completing school, I think I can work. I will work on it. It's not gonna be a challenge on handling the management of this foundation.
So are you working alone or you have a caucus group which is
I have a 14-member committee that helps me in discharging my duties. Mostly I do community work based in Western region, but I'm working on expanding my services to, let me say, to the national grid, so that the whole country might benefit from whatever I do.
That's wonderful. That is very, very wonderful. So
Yeah.
if someone wants to join this your foundation, what are some of the criteria you have put across to ensure that there is no any kind of nonsense in recruiting maybe?
Since my foundation is a corporate one, the president of the organization, or the senior board members, are the people who have veto powers to ensure to recruit members. But I have not laid a proper strategy to ensure that I recruit members. But on due course, I've been doing it on a unanimous approach. I've just been I've just been mainly supporting those who are low, those who need financial backup, those who need to back up their endeavors, and that's how, with that attitude, that's the way I've been handling and recruiting members of the foundation. But within the future generation to come, I think we will have to apply the existing government policies and regulations on recruitment of volunteers in the organization.
Okay. What are the targets? What are your targets?
My targets as an organization is to achieve the 17 sustainable goal developments set by the United Nations, so that we have a future generation that has, or a future generation that has an impactful knowledge on the existing population, a change, and we will be handling various issues hunger, issues climate, issues empowerment, issues charity and community work.
Okay, that's good. That's good foundation. I wish you good luck throughout the process.